I grew up not having much nature connection in my life. Throughout my 20s, I was a musician, a writer, and really enjoyed that. And then the gardening was just a bit of a side hustle. But it was really the impacts of naturalistic planting and permaculture movements that were happening that I could really see that I could do my thing and how I work in the gardens.
When I was younger, I was always drawn to disused and abandoned spaces, and I spent a lot of time cruising around on my BMX and documenting these spots, photographing them. I was really drawn to these spaces because you can clearly see that the urban landscape is a natural landscape, and it's these themes that we've brought through to our design practice. Old City Studios stands for a change of perspective. We want to show people the way we see landscapes. And it's that inspiration of these neglected urban spaces where you look at a motorway verge, a brownfield site, and you see how resilient and vibrant these spaces are, but they're growing out of nothing. And it's that kind of inspiration that people can take to their own gardens or their own landscapes and reimagine these spaces.
We believe there's a growing audience of people who really want to understand how to connect with nature in the urban, and we want to be able to show them different tools and different ways of doing that. Rather than a horticultural how-to, we want to set the basis of brownfield designs or food forestry, all these other really exciting things, so that the stewardship can happen from the community themselves. It's all about the people connecting with those spaces and feeling proud of those urban spaces. All of that tonnage of waste in the urban environment that's lost, we can repurpose those materials, upcycle them. We work with carbon sequestering planting schemes, growing food, getting communities to have reconnection with food, food sovereignty. And it's about light touch approach, connecting with these spaces rather than a heavy control.
I think there's a whole generation that doesn't know how to garden or thinks they don't know how to garden. Whereas actually it's just, I think people are really clamouring for that relationship with the land. I think if people can reconnect that within their garden spaces or even reinterpret urban landscapes, then they can put themselves back into the picture.
Wild City Studios is also a collaboration movement, and it's about people like ourselves with creative backgrounds or real passion coming to the table, growing a collaborative movement that has a new way of thinking, a new way of working with nature for the big tasks ahead.